K-Witch, you ready?
Yeah, to switch sides.
Okay. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, K-Witch. All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Art Museum. Being here today, we're just excited to get out of City Hall and to see the brand new installation of a new 3-ton sculpture commissioned by artist Beth Limpman. And it's a hanging sculpture, and we were just discussing with staff about all the work it took to actually hang this 3-ton sculpture and the details in that. So Dr. Patricia McDonald is with us today to come up and tell us a little more about not just this piece, but also to introduce us to the artist. So, Doctor?
Well, good morning, Wichita, and thank you, Mayor Whipple, for coming back to the museum. Before talking about our fabulous new sculpture and introducing Beth, for just a second, hey, Wichita, if you're looking for fun over the weekend, our Friends group has a book fair. This is a book fair that's been going on for 60 plus years at this point. And that is Friday night, all day Saturday, and all day Friday. And we're going to have art making, and a lot of school groups are coming and performing, and food trucks, and it's really going to be great. So if you're looking for something fun to do over the weekend, come to the Art Museum. And then when you're here, you will see our magnificent new sculpture by artist Beth Limpman, who's just a real treasure and a nationally quite significant artist. She has worked in such distinguished museums as the Brooklyn Museum, the DeYoung Museum, which is the Fine Arts Museums for San Francisco, the Smithsonian, and the Wichita Art Museum. She has commissions, just as examples, and just a few on a short list, of the Walton family in Bentonville created the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. They've commissioned Beth. The Ringling Museum and the Norton Museum in Florida, the Chrysler Museum that's in Norfolk, Virginia, and also the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis, and now also the Wichita Art Museum. In 2008, she was elected as a fellow for the American Craft Council. For those who aren't aware, that's a pretty big deal for an artist. And in 2013, Public Broadcasting Service, they have a program called Craft in America, and our artist, Beth Limpman, was featured. So the vision for this incredible sculpture, it's 14 feet by 8 feet and then 10 foot tall. Mayor Whipple mentioned it's roughly 3 tons hanging in our entry lobby. The vision for it started about 4 years ago as the board was doing strategic planning. We knew that we wanted to animate our entry experience, and this would be a perfect way to punctuate that. The commission itself, working with Beth, has been roughly 2 years in the works. We're just thrilled by it, and people will come and learn. There's so many ways that this work is tied to Wichita and Kansas and our life on the prairies overall. There are references and echoes really throughout the work. We've mentioned it's 3 tons. There are well over 300 individual pieces that are part of it. I hope, Mayor Whipple, you would agree, and anybody else, it's pretty stunning to behold when you come into the space, and it has exceeded any imagination I had for what this would be in our space. So without any more ceremony, I want to welcome Beth Limpman, the artist, to the podium and the microphone to share just a few words about the work.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, and thank you for supporting one of the largest endeavors to date in my creative practice. It's called Living History. I'm hoping that you'll come experience it here at the amazing Wichita Art Museum, one of our national treasures right here in Wichita, if I don't say so myself. Living History is a tribute to Wichita as well as Kansas, and it is specifically a tribute to the Wichita Art Museum. So it's a contemporary still life, And on the top of the still life, you will find, sorry, I have to talk with my hands. That's what I do too. You will find multiple cultural objects that not only refer to us as humans, what do they say about us as human beings, but they're also specific to individuals and they're specific to our society. So they kind of cascade over the surface, which you'll see if you come visit. In addition, there are some really predominant forms that you see repeated over and over again, one of which are actually barber poles, and they are specific to the Wichita Art Museum's Americana collection. On the undercarriage of living history, it is encrusted with rock formations, and those rock formations were created using data from the Flint Hills Tallgrass Prairie Preserve. So they are extremely, extremely local. And I will also say, in the tradition of still life, that this piece, Living History, does capture a moment in time, because when I came down to do research several years ago, during the pandemic, I drove from Wisconsin instead of flying, and the Flint Hills took my breath away. I literally was breathless by the time I got to the museum. And that sense of place, the history was super compelling to me. The fact that it's one of the only pieces of land in the world that's uncultivated is really hugely important. So I knew right away that the topography and the history, not only culturally, but ecologically, was going to really figure predominantly in this work. So I won't give all of the secrets away, but those are a few things that you will experience if you come visit, when you come visit the Wichita Art Museum. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so moving along. First off, I just want to welcome, we have some students here who are obviously on a class trip. Where are you guys from? Peterson Elementary, who are snuck over to the side, checking out the mayor's press conference. Thanks, guys, for being here. Just wanted to give them a shout out. All right, so next we're going to talk about is Open Streets. So don't forget, Open Streets Nomar is coming this Sunday, May 1st, from noon to 4 p.m. at Nomar Plaza. Open Streets ICT, Nomar is designed to elevate the quality of life and health of the greater Wichita community, in particular at the north part of our city. There will be food trucks, dancers, music, vendors, and games, and more, but I'd like to invite up Shelley Rich with the Medical Society of Sedgwick County and Tobacco-Free Wichita to discuss another key feature at this year's event.
Thank you, Mayor Whipple. Tobacco-Free Wichita appreciates the Open Streets ICT Planning Committee for being dedicated to providing a safe and healthy event for all participants by promoting this event as tobacco-free. This decision was made to protect our community from the deadly effects of secondhand smoke, to demonstrate to youth that tobacco use is not the norm, and to support those who have chosen to quit. We are asking those attending the event to refrain from using tobacco products at the event. Find us on Sunday at our booth at Woodland Park to connect about making your next event tobacco-free. We're also going to be handing out sunglasses to raise the awareness of the importance of tobacco-free parks. We will be providing education on the dangers of vaping, sharing resources for those trying to quit tobacco, and much more. Thank you for your support. Together, we can reduce the toll of tobacco in our community.
Thanks, Shelley. So there's always a lot going on in Wichita, and much of it is put on by our hardworking folks at the Parks Department. Next weekend from 10 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, May 7th, the Central Riverside Park. Mark your calendars for Wichita's Festival of the Arts. Enjoy being outside while walking around visiting the 100+ local vendor booths that will be on site showcasing our community's talents in arts and entertainment. Enjoy the music, take in the performances, or just check out the booths in this biannual festival. So next we'll talk about City Arts. So if you haven't been to City Arts recently, we have a number of new exhibits that open this week. First up is a show entitled Order in Chaos by Ryan Conway. Order in Chaos. I've figured that has something to do with City Hall, but I guess not. Then Portraits of Endangered Animals by Madison Lang. The Glasses Through Which I See by artists of one name, which is Emerson. And From Beginning to End by Brooklyn Bolton will be on display. City Arts will have its first Friday reception for the new exhibits from 5 to 8 p.m. next Friday, May 6th. City Arts is open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Sunday, noon to 5. So Wichita is a community rich in art and cultural experiences and opportunities that we hope everyone has a chance to get out and support in our arts community this spring. With that, we will open up for questions or take a tour of the exhibit. So questions? Questions? Anything you want to ask the mayor? No? Well, thanks everyone for being here. I look forward to the next time we get to come to the Art Museum to really showcase not only the art here, but also to talk about the art throughout our community as we get back to our new normal after COVID. It's good to see these community events coming back on the calendar, and we just want to make sure that we can promote these events so folks can get out and actually enjoy it this year. So thank you all. And thanks for the sunglasses.